I was lying in bed late at night, not fully asleep, not fully awake, just listening to the quiet sounds of the house. The kind of quiet that feels heavier the longer it lasts. Everyone else was asleep. No TV, no phones, no footsteps. Just the slow ticking of the clock in the hallway and my own breathing. The moonlight slipped through a small gap in the curtains, casting a pale glow across my room. That's when the feeling started. That deep, uncomfortable feeling that someone was watching me. First, I ignored it. I told myself it was just my mind playing tricks on me, the way it sometimes does when you're tired. I turned onto my side and pulled the blanket closer, trying to relax. But the feeling didn't go away. It grew stronger, heavier, like a weight pressing down on my chest. I opened my eyes. The room looked normal. My desk, my door, my window. I tried to slow my breathing, but my heart was beating faster now. Slowly, carefully, I turned my head toward the window. And that's when I saw it. A face. Right there. On the other side of the glass. I stopped breathing. For a moment, my brain refused to understand what I was seeing. I live on the second floor. There's no balcony outside my window. No tree close enough to reach it. No ladder. Nothing. My mind scrambled for an explanation and landed on the only thing that made sense. My reflection. I stared at it, telling myself that's all it was. A trick of the light. A shadow. My own face staring back at me. I didn't move. I didn't blink. I waited for the fear to pass. But something felt wrong. The face wasn't copying me perfectly. Its eyes were locked onto mine in a way that felt too focused. Too intentional. I slowly raised my hand just a little, testing my theory. The face didn't move. My stomach dropped. I felt cold all over, like the heat had drained from my body. My chest tightened, and I realized my hands were shaking under the blanket. I wanted to turn away, to hide, to pull the covers over my head like a child, but I couldn't. I was frozen. Then the face blinked. Just once. That was all it took. I knew then that it wasn't a reflection. The face stayed there, pressed close to the glass, pale and unmoving. Its features were human, but something about them felt off. The eyes were open too wide. The expression was empty, like it wasn't feeling anything at all. Seconds stretched into minutes. My ears rang with the sound of my heartbeat. Then slowly its lips began to move. It smiled. Not a warm smile. Not a friendly one. It was slow and deliberate, stretching wider than a normal smile should. The skin around its mouth pulled tight against the glass. I felt tears fill my eyes, but I didn't blink. I couldn't look away. Then came the sound. A soft knock on the window. Once. The sound was quiet, almost polite, but it echoed through my head like a gunshot. I flinched, my whole body jerking under the blanket. The face didn't react. It just kept smiling. Another knock. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run. But my body wouldn't respond. I lay there staring, waiting for something, anything to happen. The knock came again, slightly louder this time. I whispered, "Go away." But my voice was so quiet I could barely hear it myself. The smile widened. The face leaned closer, its breath fogging the glass. I noticed then that it wasn't blinking anymore. Not at all. The longer I stared, the more wrong it looked, like it was wearing a human face instead of actually being one. Then very slowly it raised its hand. Its fingers tapped against the glass. Tap, tap, tap. I squeezed my eyes shut, tears slipping down my face. I counted in my head, praying that when I opened them it would be gone. 1, 2, 3. I opened my eyes. The face was still there. Closer now. The knocking stopped, but the staring didn't. Minutes passed. Maybe longer. I don't know. Time felt strange, like it wasn't moving the way it should. Eventually, the face slowly pulled back, fading into the darkness outside the window. I lay there all night, wide awake, staring at the curtains, afraid to move. When the sun finally came up, I forced myself out of bed. My legs felt weak as I walked to the window. With shaking hands, I pulled the curtains open. There was nothing there. No marks. No footprints. No sign that anyone or anything had been outside my window. I told myself it was a nightmare. Sleep paralysis. Stress. Anything that made it feel less real. I went on with my day, but the feeling never left. That sense of being watched followed me everywhere. That night, I closed my curtains tightly before going to bed. I lay there in the dark, listening. No knocking. No movement. Just silence. I started to relax. My breathing slowed. My eyes began to close. Then I heard it. A soft sound. From inside my room. A slow, quiet breath. Right behind me. And I realized something that made my blood run cold. The face had never been trying to get in. It had been waiting for me to look away.